seems like these 24th pick surprises are still alive and well.
Yeah, but I saw him play a pop on Clinks, and he lost. So maybe things are looking good for us.
I like the sample size of a 1. And my last question is, obviously, this whole situation has not been ideal for you, although it seems like things exciting may be happening. I was wondering how you integrated Toby into the lineup so quickly, because making it here to main stage is quite a feat with a stand-in.
We had like 1 hour to pick a stand-in. It was so last minute, and we decided to get Toby because we saw him own with Team Liquid.
And hopefully he's going to do some more ownage here. Good luck, Moon Meander, as we get into game number 2.
Thank you so much, Neil and Moon. And we are into the game already, underway. A lot going on here, Trent. Some crazy stuff. And the Bone Man almost got brought down, but we did get a first blood, too.
We did indeed. As Moon was taking the interview, you know, wondering how the game was going to go, his team grabbed a kill. So that is indeed a pretty good start.
And Ame goes down again, down bottom. He was already coming in a little bit low HP, and 33 combos together with his socks to secure the finish.
Yeah, softens him up a little bit there on the initial play. They grab it. 3-3 is still very low. So potential maybe if they can find something on him before he regens. But he's got 3 tangos and, well, it's a Warlock and a Clink. So they're going to be doing a whole lot of chilling in this lane, presumably, as Soxa has to throw the body on the line here to get that Sentry into camp just to block the 1-minute spawn.
Yeah, important stuff right there to make sure they can't equalize this lane equilibrium at all. And, I mean, you know, we talked about it there. This is a hard team to figure out. Moon was saying that even when you think you have an idea of what they're going to draft, it doesn't end up working out fully. They've ended up picking this Clinks. He said he did see him in a pub, though.
Yes.
So that means somebody on his friends list was playing with Ame. An important thing to watch for is when you can see their picks out a little bit earlier, since that's somewhat been gone recently. It's made some crazy matches, and we'll see if this Clinks pick is another one that gets them where they need to be.
And most importantly, he lost.
Yes.
As Moon pointed out, so we'll see. I mean, this looks a little bit like last game in the sense that things started out very well for Tundra. In fact, for quite a long time. They were doing very well in the previous match. We'll see if they can perhaps get the finish. I think if we go back there, it's BZM, of course, melee hero versus Queen of Pain tends to have a pretty rough time.
My goodness.
You know, we're used to this. But if we go back to that first game, I think if they had... May I continue, trouble. BZM? Or you good?
Yeah, it's good.
I think if they get that Roche's Tundra, I think they win that game.
Yeah.
That first Roche, I think that it gets so much harder for XG. So if they can manage to avoid a disastrous moment like that in this game, you know, Tundra should have a better chance.
This is scary stuff right now. I'm able to get that deny on XM, but BZM still very, very low playing against the 2 points in Dagger Queen of Pain. And you can see that's going to the tune of 12 and 5 for XM.
And you can see he's not even trying to force this, right? Like XM's low there. He's got a blink. He's thinking of some stuff there, but there's an enchant totem. There's creep waves. Like, why not just secure the runes and guarantee that he's just going to have to leave?
Yeah, they don't have to necessarily play as aggressively as they don't want to. Oh, Zinq, XXS, battling out in a lane that we have not seen a ton of, and they can't get in range quickly enough to contest for that Lotus. And so a little bit of the disparity from last game, it is XG that instead is winning across all 3 of their lanes, and 2 of them in a pretty good fashion. That Clink's 13 and 6 right now versus the 10 and 3 for the Sand King. I do have a feeling Tundra are not going to stack 0 camps by like 15 minutes, though.
Certainly not. Yeah, they are definitely going to be getting the stacks on for the Sand King. It is a necessity when you're playing it in the off lane. You know, we get these mid Sand Kings. They just work the camps nearby. It doesn't even have to stack it too much because you can just grab 2, farm it up, stack when you can. But for the off lane, you need those stacks if you want to propel into these important items that get your game going.
XXS.
In this case, a helm.
Right. Yeah, XXS.
Yeah, remember, the panel was like, I think they could use a helm hero. And oh, they're going to pick Sand King. That's not a helm hero. Aha!
Yeah. Well, also Slardar, the other one that is going for it. So
yeah,
every hero, helm hero, as we've come to expect. I'll also mention, between all of the heroes that XG has, insane amounts of physical damage coming out later.
Yes.
Obviously there's Ame, but you also have a Slardar, and then even if the Hoodwink, if you start to get some more items up on Zinq, and that's definitely a player that loves to farm.
He's warming up here on the Bushwhacks, as you can see. This looks like a really annoying lane for a starter, I gotta say. You like to be a bully, and obviously he's doing very well, but Chrysalis also still at 21 CS, and you're dealing with D-Crab potentially. He doesn't have a point in it yet. And also just the ability to shield and kind of turn that damage back on you. So he's not able to shut down his opponent as much as he'd like to, as we tend to think of Slider as more of like this anti-carry, where like you're played into this lane to also slow down your opponent.
Have a short disconnect here. Saksa gets the pause going for himself, and I would imagine that pretty soon he's going to be making that move back into the jungle that we've come to expect from him, stacking up camps and making sure that they're off to a decent start. Likewise, you can see XinQ already heading back that way as he's very low on HP, and will just reach up a little bit as he goes.
He queued up like 8,000 observers, but now he's changed his mind here. Gonna go for a wand into some arcane boots, pretty standard stuff. Can they contest these stacks, though? Probably not this game, eh? For XG?
I mean, yeah, it seems a little bit... I feel like you can contest. I don't think you can take. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. You could definitely target him for sure. Like, you get an OBS in there. You see when he's going for these stacks. You can definitely come in, throw it a Sonic Wave, and maybe grab a cheeky kill.
3 points up in Dagger as we get back into the game. XinQ is going to stack that camp up and head back. Oh, come on. Look, they don't even know how to do it. They're like, this is not our meta. We're just all fighting instead.
Man, usually, sometimes the 3 points dagger is a scary thing because it really hurts your rotations in a lot of games because you don't have earlier access to burst damage from the Scream of Pain. But versus a Shaker mid, this is hurting. Like, BZM is just constantly off the wave. He is a fisher for CS. It is not feeling great. He is the lowest of the cores in terms of last hits. And he doesn't really have an ability to jungle yet. So we're talking about these stacks for the Sand King. We're going to need him for BZM.
Oh, and they glyph, they bring him low. The cookie to try and get away, but he is going to die to XM.
He knew he was dead.
Yeah.
I think the second he got hit by the Shadow Word, he just started going in knowing he was going down.
So they managed to find the kill on the Shaker right before the 6 minute mark too. So this could also be a clutch.
Look at
run for XM.
Xnova and Soxa though. They're battling right now. Xnova comes in. He does not try and body block, but all right. I thought he was going to try and stop that spawn from happening. Was too worried about potentially dying there versus Soxa, so he lets it go.
And XM is the one that is going to be benefiting from that, picking up a shield rune now. So I'm not sure what you do at this point as the Shaker, because everything feels bad.
Yeah, this is not great. He looks more like that position 4 Shaker right now or something, but he does have a stack here, so he can start working on that a little bit. But yeah, it's not great. Sox is going to hold the wave. There's an OBS in behind the tier 1 tower planted by XinQ that's going to allow all these opportunities for ganks. It's a very scary place to try and play versus 3 point stagger and a potential Sonic Wave.
And this type of bullying behavior is what you want to see if you're an XG fan. On the other side, for Tundra, take away their abilities to bully you back. 33's got to get off to a decent start with this helm, and is trying to finish that one off and maybe try and push this Clinks out of the base. At the very least, Clinks can't eat your creep anymore.
I know, right? Like, this hero will be crazy if you could eat helm creeps. Unfortunately, not a thing since they've become creep heroes, and partially why we're seeing them everywhere.
So while the CS starts to stack up, it's really 2 that stand a little bit above right now in the Clinks and the Quap, with Sand King and Abba still having a good time. And as we get to that 7 minute mark, did get the Shrine for each. And Toby trying to actually step forward and stop any extra passive pressure from the creeps heading his way. Oh man, dude.
Again, Xnova just walking in here trying to disrupt these stacks because they know, right?
Yeah.
Like, all the Shaker wants to do is get this big stack going so he can come in and dunk on this. And he's going to interrupt at least one of them. It was close. They almost managed to get it still. But actually, the Ancients get messed up too. So neither camp stacks.
Really well played by Xnova, and Toby caught underneath. The bushwhack is there, and Sonic Wave for the finish.
All right, meanwhile, Ame's walking into a sentry here. He just eats the creep.
And he's going to take some of them away. I mean, if Xnova dies here, it's not the end of the world. If XM does, that's very bad. And so they're going to back away. giving a little bit of space now for BZM in the mid lane.
He has nothing. There is no piggy bank, you know? You thought your parents left you an education fund, but they spent it all on your brother. He's got nothing left. Like, what is there here, you know? And 3-3 came over, took one of the creeps with his helm. Ame came and ate the other, you know? It's just, he's truly a zoomer.
Yes.
The previous generations are just taking it all.
BZM trying to find anything for himself here. Does have, at the very least, level 6.
And you can see that camp blocked in the back.
God, they're just making his life miserable.
They're bringing him the helm creeps. 3-3 is bringing him a creep wave. This is where we're at. Yeah. He walked a creep wave to BZM in the jungle.
Toby, underneath his own ward, is trying to back away. And yeah, they did bring over a creep wave to make sure that they could get a little bit of extra farm towards BZM. Now, a kill here onto the Hoodwink with the helm creep helping might actually be decent for him. But instead, I kind of wonder if he's going to end up in further trouble. They dropped the golem on him! Have some mercy! Poor BZM. Will he be able to get out of there? Aphotic shield, XM still on the chase. He's bottling up and finally getting a little bit of help.
Again, though, this is constant. The pressure on the other side of the map, Ame always takes advantage. He's very good at this. Gets a lot of pressure onto this tower. But once again, it is Ame at the top of the board at the 10-minute mark. He has all the space in the world down bottom. This is a consistent theme that we are getting from XG.
Well, surrounded now. XM playing in mid with Soxa nearby. And though they did not get the kill with the golem, they are going to get the tower with it.
Yeah, that ward lasting the entire time as well. So much value, giving them this capability to take this. I gotta say, the tower lasted longer than I expected. Oh no, not again. Not his little piggy bank.
Jumps in, finds it. BZM might need to get denied, and it's not enough. No! Soxa not able to take down his buddy, and in fact, could be in further trouble. Xinkyu doesn't get any bounces out though. And yeah, there's still...
I think he got a glancing shot, because that only did 17 damage. That attempted deny on the snap. So I think the innate screwed him there.
Oh, the innate got him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very frustrating. Or the, yeah.
Good old snap.
Well, we said that we thought they could contest. We weren't sure if they could steal them. They're making an attempt at it right now. BZM still has Echo at the ready.
Oh, you don't want to share this XP though.
Yeah, that's true too.
Even to your allies, like, guys, can you guys leave? But he just has to go for it. He needs the protection.
A wise decision. And trying to get some more gold into BZM here.
Lyrical, he is 2,000 gold behind the next nearest core.
Yeah, it's been an impossibility. And this was a first pick XM here too on the Queen of Pain. They weren't able to draft things to help move over and shut him down more. It was just a complete answer the whole way through.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a different hero to lead the charge here. Now, you know, we've talked a lot about Ame farming up here. Chrysalis not doing too bad. He is behind, but he is going to try and rush into that Radiance as XM continues to exert this pressure mid lane. Tower here or gone or not, he's sticking around. He's decided this is the part of the map he wants to play to open up the room on the side lanes.
You know, it's interesting too, right? Because people often talk about Quap not being able to rotate effectively with 3 points and dagger, but instead he says, fine, you guys rotate to me and we'll take that tower and then make everything else feel bad for Tundra. Yeah, they're a 4K gold leave at 12 minutes.
Yeah, when it's such a specific hero that you can target with a dagger like the Shaker and just make his life so miserable, it is very, very worth it. And amping up that physical damage that you can see will be a concern throughout this game will be that Deso.
Yes.
So, Slardar, Deso on a Clinks, it's going to be a lot.
And it's Blade Mail for XM. The choice for this one. Toby back in base, thinking about where can I go? What's the play next for him? At the very least, BZM has another tower to play behind, so harder to dive and kill the Shaker, but not impossible, as XXS takes the top one. And queuing up a pipe. I don't think I've ever seen a build like this out of Slardar before, but it is awesome.
Dude, BZM's tilted. He just body blocked his own camp. I mean, he's having a hard time, dude. It's not good. Like walking through your own camp spot in this situation. Meanwhile, the enemy carry is picking up 3 bounty runes. That just shows what, like, they create this just wilderness zone that no one wants to go into except Ame. It's like a private resort just for him. The bottom lane every game.
Ame's area. That's what they'll call it. They need to find a kill on him, though, because he's going to start taking off like crazy. And instead, they have to deal with this. XM runs in, and you have to keep Toby nearby, because otherwise BZM's just dead. They're going to try and make something happen bottom now against the Clinks. Do they have enough for a kill? He summons. He's trying to stay alive. Not enough.
That was kind of terrifying how long it took, but he does go down. Will there be revenge?
An attempt at one at the very least. Burrow strike to back away, and it looks like it's not going to work.
Yep.
So a nice play by Tundra, managing to take down Ame. Still 5K behind, but some signs of life.
Yeah, good positioning there from 3-3 to evade any sort of a bushwhack play there by using his Burrow strike when he did. And Xinkyu knew it too. Didn't have an option to get him.
On the other side, you've got Chrysalis here, who's been relatively quiet, but working on a Radiance. And BZM finally has that Blink Dagger done.
At level 8.
Yeah.
That's the downside, right? Like,
you're not wrong.
Unfortunately, you just don't have a whole lot to offer at this point. Like, he's the same level as Soxa. There we go.
I mean, he's going to have to make back up that deficit by virtue of finding kills and finding good fights.
Oh, or another big set of stacks here. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
that would
awkward moment
be
here.
huge.
2 cores. It's like, okay.
Well, they're going to stack again, but yeah, I feel like injecting this into the BZM would be a really big win. And 33, never mind, would be a really big win for 33 too to get all this gold. You got your blink already.
Yeah, listen, one of us is having a game here, okay? Just let me take care of this.
Still just 2 stacked on the side of XG. I mean, the other thing to keep in mind, right, is that while we did see Clink stay alive for a while there, if 33 was there, a lot of like his survivability came by casting spells, and there's a decent chance they can just stun lock him.
That's true. Yep. It can happen if we can catch back up here. It makes me think of the FE voice line, you know, I'm farming lane because I'm a winner.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's XG right now.
Got it.
Now, stacks, you know, I don't care stacks, right? They're just camping all 3 lanes, farming up like crazy. So all of their last hits are mega value.
Going in now, Chrysalis forced to pop ulti, and the TPs come in. Are they going to go for more? Soxa nearby, thinking about it, hunting to the side. Toby decreps himself. That is the Radiance, assembled by Chrysalis.
Will
And
he
with
be
the
the
rotations.
Avenger? That is the question with said Radiance.
Yeah, it's a tough one. They force a lot of rotations and then back out.
Ooh, XM, mid lane, Arcane, Amplify Damage Rune.
Yeah, good blink away there by BZM before things went south. And maybe 33, if you waited a second.
XXS, confused as to what hero he's playing, picks up the pipe. So his Helm Pipe Slardar ready to take over this game. It's great itemization in this match. It's really, he is just playing for his ult to help with the damage and then just control.
First time this tournament, it makes sense, and it's the perfect item. Yep. The question is, if you start losing out at this point, if you lose a fight or two because of some chaos happening, how well is this hero going to be scaling? I mean, you've still got the Helm.
They're very good at forcing towers right now, but if they were, like, let's say trying to hunt for a 5v5 fight, they don't really have very good tools for it right now, right?
No.
It would be like Bushwhack or just a Golem drop, whereas we have Blink Sand King.
Control, kisses, done. XM is out of there. That is exactly what they needed, and now 33 trying to find X Nova, who is pretty quick in the river, but with Blink Dagger back up in 8 Burrow Strikes, trying to stay on target. Bushwhack stops it. BZM Fissure, they
50,
miss off to the side. Oh, he's getting out! 33, he doesn't have anything for him. And so they do manage to TP out with X Nova, but the kill on XM.
Yep. Very, very important. And I mean, it comes back to what we were just literally just talking about as it happened. They have great ways to start fights as Tundra, right? We have the blink on the Sand King, we have the blink on the Shaker. We're going to have these cookie plays, and then you can defend your towers with your kisses. It is risky to push into it, which is what they're trying to do with the pipe, but immediately losing your Queen of Pain like that kind of makes you look at your pipe and be like, oh, well, that wasn't great.
Ame runs into BZM, spots him, and Oh, that is not feeling good for Tundra.
Yeah, you heard this brought up on the panel, but Clinks, although we don't see him very often, it is one of the heroes that just has the most insane amount of burst damage if he's allowed to just swing. And when you think about how XG has played this whole tournament, the best thing that they do is enable Ame. So
Yes.
giving him the full-on glass cannon of Clinks seems like a pretty solid strategy from them.
This gold lead staying steady, though. That's something that has also been a constant at this tournament, that even when teams are behind, they have found ways to keep farming, to stay relevant in the game, and to extend the duration. And, well, now these types of kills start to hurt a whole heck of a lot. Ame goes down again.
Ooh, a rare mistake there from Ame, pushing out a little bit too much, maybe an incorrect read as to where they are moving on the map. He tends to play just like so defensively.
I mean, Ame is 3 of their deaths in this game.
That's 75% Lyrical.
I thought it's half.
Yes, you're right. I was looking at the wrong column. Yeah. I thought I really nailed my math for a second there.
That's, I mean, when you think
it's tough out here, you know.
I hear ya. When I think back to the beginning of this tournament and, you know, the way that Ame had started it, it really feels like so many of the games of XG have been in response to those early days and how well he did, where people like are explicitly going out and saying, I'm here just to kill Ame.
that has only grown now. Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. after the Road the International. All right, some obs down here spotting some of this movement by Tundra. They scan, saying, hey, I think they're going to do a 20-minute Tormentor, guys. Just this feeling I have.
The creep is in. XXS, no blink dagger.
Ame's coming.
No, he did have it. He got it back up in time. Now Sonic Wave. Chrysalis, low, but not dead yet. He's broken, forced to pop the ultimate. And now kisses from Saksa. Do they have enough damage? Ame spots him, immediately blows up.
Oh, wait, no!
Fire. No, he gets a cookie off, and then the burst right through. 33 says no, but big hit down from X-Nova. Can they take down the Sand King? Fisher immediately breaks off the burrow.
They need XM.
And now XM low, dead.
Oh,
XXS,
baby.
all the X's are fallen. There's nowhere left to go as Slardar 2 is going to die. What a beautiful setup from Tundra.
Oh, that's exactly how they need these fights to go for Tundra, right? Like, that ulti looked very dangerous for Chrysalis. He was forced to pop it because of the break. He was a little bit nervous there, so he just goes for it. They completely stop hitting him. He gets almost no heals off the ulti. And then you're worried about the Rikus from XG. But just that little bit of survival on Saksa to get the cookie stun onto Ame gives them that kill. And then a delayed fight, the burn of the Radiance going the entire time, and BCM finally getting his revenge after that mid lane.
So we take a look at this, the full breakdown of the view. I mean, again, at the beginning, you see Tundra, not as much HP, not as tanky, they don't have the pipe.
They kite the ABBA ulti, and then this play.
How did he not die? The Decrep coming in saved his life before he got burned.
And there, looked pretty dangerous with that ulti too. You see this chase down sliders coming in, but the Fisher block even to help protect 3-3. I mean, that's beautiful stuff right there.
What a sick play. And in the end, it is Tundra that reigns supreme and able to survive through all of this. And some of it being that ABBA just making the difference there.
Yeah, and that's going to help him a lot. I mean, that is a fully finished Manta now for Chrysalis as he takes the top slot here over Ame in terms of gold. Now eyes will start to move to the Roche pit. Likely the next goal you're hoping for on these teams. Particularly XG, of course.
Yes.
They can just do it instantly if they ever get the moment.
That's the thing that I think is going to be tough for Tundra is keeping an eye on that Roche pit while making sure that, you know, Ame doesn't have a few seconds just to get away and start taking it.
Yeah.
And he's working on a BKB, 2 components of it. He shows over there to the side and immediately look at all of Tundra running towards Ame.
I mean, he has his own obs, right? He feels a little bit safe here. Now there's a scan. They know they're coming through.
They see him. He's in trouble. Ame again. A 5th death.
Yeah, but he gets that last hit. So, 50 gold going back his way. I mean, someone on the Radiant team was like, bro, they're coming. They scan next to him. It turns red, and he's like, well, I'm still just dead, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow.
He's trying to make a little bit more space here in this game, and he's getting punished for it.
I mean, again, when you've got the Slardar that goes first 2 items, helm, pipe, it sort of puts a target on everybody else's back in a way.
BZM and Crush here. Yeah.
Still taking a while to take down Soxa, but they do eventually get the Snapfire.
But there's that situation where they don't have Ame up, so they can't just move in towards the Roche Pit or something, even though they get a kill kind of nearby. They got to just wait for him. Come back in this game, and look over towards BZM. He's thinking about finishing up a Yashikaya here, just for some general, you know, mobility, gameplay, spellcasting, all those nice things for a Shaker. But he's not going to have a BKB anytime soon.
No.
I mean, he's got problems, right? You think about a BKB with Shaker, you think, oh, nice. It's like good mobility in the team fights, lets you get off your spells, but then you look at this, you're like, oh, there's a Slardar. There's the damage from the Clinks. You know, there's Warlock ulti. There's a lot of issues with BKB.
Yeah, there's massive physical damage in this game coming from the side of XG. And I will also say, sort of like, when you've got so much burst on XG and you've got like the ABBA on the other side, Chrysalis could be that like sort of key central bit to this fight that can make things work. Because I think that they were hoping to blow up the ABBA in the duration of a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
And it hasn't really happened. He's been able to get his ultis off twice when he's broken.
And the other issue is that your Slardar just needs like every item in the game. Because he went for this Helm Pipe, he still needs Blink. He still needs BKB, and they desperately need a Nullifier.
He does have Blink now, but yeah.
Yes, yeah, no, but I just mean like all of these items combined.
Right, afterwards. It takes longer to come online as XinQ dies to 33. A lot of pick-off.
And you don't have full confidence in these engagements until you have a Nullifier on your team.
Yeah.
Right, because they're building Ghost Scepters, and they have a Pugna.
Chrysalis, Ame, ships in the night, passing by, BKB done. And that should stop. I mean, he could still get chain stunned. Like, that's the problem.
Yep.
Gonna go for the Nullifier next, as Roche heads up to the north. Not as much vision around that area for a potential fight.
Well, it's a very small lead right now. It's mostly just the idea of like Roche is what it comes down to, is they kill a creep down bottom while scanning the Roche pit.
Right, they're ganking creeps. They're ganking helm creeps.
That is but the reality we live in, Lyrical.
That's right.
That's where we're at right now.
Sand King does have Aghanim Scepter.
That's a lot of damage.
And Tier 1 Tower still alive for XG. Also, Aghanim Scepter done on Quap a little while ago.
A haste rune here. They're going to give it to Chrysalis, and he's running in.
They want to take down this tower before a Roche fight comes in, so it's harder to reinforce.
3-3. He's winding up. He's thinking about it just in case.
A nice play right there. But now you know what's happening. And 33, does he catch sight of anybody? They're ready to jump at a moment's notice. XM is there.
They want this.
He's thinking about it. He's going in. 33, Blink, Burrow. How much they have? The Crutch interrupts, but there's the Golem down too, and XM, he gets out. Broken, brought down low. 33 in trouble now. Great play by XXS to interrupt the jump, as XG planned that out perfectly and dodged from the damage.
Wait, there's no BKB here.
Never mind, they're in trouble now, and now XXS is the one running into kisses. Do they have enough damage to blow him up? Hits from low, the control is there, but XXS, he actually gets out.
They didn't dunk. BZM saved it.
They didn't decide to go in, and now XM, oh, they're all fatal bound together. They're taking so much damage on the side of Tundra. Starting to die, Chrysalis needs to get out, but there's nowhere to go. Another 4 down.
Once again, it's just the first Roche. It's all these ideas around the first Roche that spelled disaster for Tundra. It's just like game one. If they were able to secure it, they have a nice path that you can see the vision and where to go. And this time, they try and go a little aggressive, right? It all starts with this attempted epicenter under the tier 2 tower. And then back to here too when they try and get this kill. So this is no BKB Slardar. It's already been used. The kisses are coming down. BZM blinks in right here, but he doesn't want to echo. He says, you know, he doesn't think it's going to be enough. And instead, now they get no opportunity for it. And then you just get XSS coming back in here with a pow, easy crush.
And as soon as those, you know, fatal bonds are out, it just shuts down any chance of a reinitiation from BZM at that point too. There's just nothing else that you can do right there.
Yeah, and now that's going to be Ame here. Has his BKB, has an Aegis, and is 500 gold away from a nullifier.
Well, we have one big fight that goes the way of Tundra, another now going the way of XG. Still not a meaningful like separation between these two squads that's like an item difference. You know, you're sitting 3,000 gold on Ame. They're basically equal. So I feel like there's got to be some more type of a battle coming from Tundra. They're probably going to wait for their next timing too, though.
Yeah, we're going to get back to dodging here. Not the best lineup necessarily on Tundra for just like pulling waves and playing super safe. You do have the full bore on the snap, which is nice. So blasting away and cooking. Pretty solid hero with your shard too to clear the waves. Shaker, probably one of the best heroes in the entire game at this with the shard and the fissures. You can keep things down. But, you know, we have jump. We have this spooky, scary skeleton guy. So it's not a super simple proposition to be pushing these out as Tundra.
A bunch of the whispers of the dread coming out. Everybody looking for spell amp and ways to burst. And it feels like those spells to save are going to be at a premium in this one.
Yeah, well, at least it doesn't reduce your nighttime vision. So
true.
They're safe for now.
30-minute mark. Saksa not going to get caught. XXS blinks right on top of where he was. And likely going to be looking for another chance at the Tormentor here in a moment. Another amp damage for XG. Toby making the big run in, and, well, he gets punished for that one.
It was a bold move.
Yeah, a little bit.
Boots of Travel finished for BZM, so wants to be able to capitalize on any opportunity they can find on these side lanes as Ame,
Nullifier out. No chance. Yeah, that is an interesting one too. Just saw that on Hoodwink finished off the Mage Slayer. So pretty annoying to deal with for Sand King.
Sand King, even just like everyone,
Yeah.
really, it's truly everyone. So we're going to be watching those bounces on the Acorn. Not many heroes, of course, that can hit multiple with the Mage Slayer, but Hoodwink is one of them, so you get this debuff on multiple people. Feels great, but it does only last for 3 seconds now. It's not as crazy as it used to be.
Ame under a ward. But with the rest of the team coming in behind, he is going to show for a moment and then actually take down that tower. This is Clinks. This is the problem. Look at how quickly that fell.
Yep. It is very, very fearful.
I'm going to need to make use of the mass magic damage that you have on the side of Tundra and hope that's enough to burst him. Obviously, they're going to need to do it twice right now with the Aegis. 1 minute and 30 left on that one. As XG head up to the north and get themselves ready for a Tormentor.
What? Where?
Yeah.
Immediately gone. Here's the shard goes to X-Nova. And Tundra just continue to dodge as much as they can right now. I mean, attempted nullifier for 3-3 could be something. The Bloodthorn for Chrysalis is probably their best chance to at least get a full chain stun kill and just kill as fast as possible.
Man, it really is something else, Ame. Like, he has died the most in this game and is the top net worth on Clinks. Like, he's died more than the person that's died the most at the tournament so far in this game. And he's still just making it happen. Daedalus close to being completed. And a 9,000 gold lead as XG ready to battle.
Yeah, look at this. They scan the high ground. They just want to run in, take over this area.
Counterplay coming from Tundra sometime soon. They're almost at a nullifier, 433. Meanwhile, Bloodthorn is going to be the call for ABBA. Still a little ways away from that one being done. But Chrysalis, not sure if they recognize where he's over here or not, but it's going to blink out. And a tier 2 tower taken now bottom as well. 33 under the ward. And I guess they can just feel safe now, spreading out farming away because they see that 33 is there. They know that there's no chance that he's setting up to kill anybody else. He's just trying to finish off his item.
Yeah, exactly. They're just going to wait it out. It would be nice if Tundra was able to get some better vision out with a gem, but it's just so risky. Ideally, you manage to kill this Warlock, you know, maybe steal it from X-Nova. That'd be a great target for them to grab on these pickoffs, but he's obviously playing very far back and quite safe.
All right, a couple of items done. And the team grouping together down on the bottom side of the map, around the Bloodthorn, around the Nullifier, and an opportunity here. They find him. Xingqiu caught out a bit too far and brought down.
Yeah, Chrysalis has been very cautious to ensure that he's always bringing dust. He's got another one flying out right away. Does not want to let these kills go by.
You can see, though they are down 9K, Tundra is still very capable of pushing. It's not quite as quick as the Clinks.
Pretty fast, though. Pretty good.
They get it done.
Yeah. As we get an Aghanim's Scepter picked up for XXS. I was a little surprised by this. I thought maybe stacking Nullifiers might be the way to go here. But instead, obviously it's a very, very good item on Slardar. Just helps you out so much whenever you're in your puddles or trail or river. Just gives you so many bonuses. It is pretty ridiculous. Just going to try and ensure that he doesn't get chain stun down. He's always got opportunities to go for his hits, get off his items as they hop onto Chrysalis here with the BKB from Ame even.
Use that. Yeah, a big commitment.
Is that a fat finger?
Up a little bit north, too. They find 33. Throws out the sharpshooter. Nothing there. But with no BKB on Ame, I feel like this could be a go.
Yeah, that is a big opening right now. I think for sure BZM is hunting. He's leading the way. He's angry. Hasn't had the funnest game.
And they're hunting down bottom. Okay, no, but Ame's backing out.
Good choice.
Yeah, realizing that that would go south very quickly.
Unfortunately, it's hard to go on this hunt without a gem. You know?
True.
Very scary. You don't want to be walking through these wards and potentially through the Clinks, not knowing where he's at.
Well, 12 to 14. And while the smoke does not connect onto anybody for Tundra, they do get another chance to push out their waves. XXS is showing it mid. Ame still has no BKB for another 40 seconds if something were to pop off.
So if the Roche were to spawn instantly in 7 seconds, it would be extremely good for Tundra.
Well, I don't even know about that necessarily.
Soxa is getting really aggressive. He goes, that's a greedy ward, my man.
Able to take
he
it
will
away.
take down the sentry, but
They
obviously
place another one.
he tries to get the deny. Wait, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did get it. Nicely played. It is not an instant Roche. It is a max Roche by the looks of that clock, I would say.
Wow. Okay.
It is like 3 full minutes, man.
All right, we're chilling here. Now, the flip side of that, too, is that I feel like there's still a potential that you could get into a big fight. It does also mean that Roche is probably going to be moving down bottom by the time something else is happening. No TA in this game, so neither team is fully aware of what time it's going to respawn at.
That's true.
But the wave shove is going to happen. And even though it's that 7K gold lead, the win probability is still very even between these two squads.
I feel like the gem advantage is just so good in this situation.
Yeah.
Like just moving across the map right now. They put it on XM, so we can just move across there as, yeah, Dota Plus refusing to give up on Tundra today.
Favored him last time, too. Next tier of neutrals out. Getting some Pyrrhic Cloaks. That's actually kind of sick against Clinks.
Yes, it can turn south very, very quickly.
Interesting. He does have like decent armor on Clinks.
Oh, the Radiant scan. Oh, look at this. Okay, so 3-3 has the Helm creep in the Roche pit, which registers as a hero. So then XXS has to send his creep in, which means now if they scan the pit, you know.
Yeah, they're going to be aware. Okay. Good
now,
to know.
Keep in mind, you know how they changed the vision around Roche?
Yeah.
Right now, XXS doesn't actually see 3-3's creep. So he's actually still in one of those spots. So he's got a very sneaky creep placement where that creep can actually see inside the Roche pit, but when you're inside the Roche pit, you don't see that creep.
Could be very important. how this plays out. XM.
The rune spot.
Oh, that is. Oh, oh, geez.
All right, there's a call from Xnova. He wants to wrap around.
Again, they don't know yet. Roche not up. It's going to be up very shortly. That is a Lotus now done again for XXS this game.
Yeah, no more Helm shenanigans. He's fully sold it? I guess.
I think so.
I thought maybe just backpacking it, but no, he's just done. He wants his Lotus. He wants to play. He's done microwing. Just wants to work on his own hero, you know?
Now, when I think of XXS, I think of like Mars, Magnus. He's not a micro guy.
Here comes the Croaker.
So second Roche up, wrapping
wait.
behind.
They see the creep moving. They know someone was here. All right, now there's really good heroes to get first and really, really bad ones like ABBA, right? Unless they can fold a 0 can they do it?
Can they blow him up in time? Looking for it. He's broken, but he gets the ulti off. And that stops it.
That's a free reset, but that's 65 seconds of no ulti. So that does take away one of the good conditions of an engagement for Tundra, which is they go on ABBA first.
And it basically costs them nothing.
Yeah.
The other issue.
I mean, pipe, I guess, you know?
That's true.
Croaker coming in. Congregating. Tendril of the Deeping even.
And they're just going to start taking it. 33 sees this, though. His creep is gone. Xnova, Glimmer walks away. BZM throws out the fissure.
Zincu's just coming up. Hello?
A chance.
Little poke.
Ended up hitting him for a moment. XM also jumps, but not able to connect as 33 did
All right,
back
there's only
away.
10 seconds here. Roche is going to migrate.
Yeah, and now he's going to get fissure blocked.
Oh,
I'm
he
not sure
doesn't
what's
like
going to happen.
that.
XM is right there to the side. 33 gets caught, but BKB! The reaction from XM!
Wait, he's alive.
He's staying alive. Able to get it off the Lotus. Keeping him back and low, but dead afterwards. XXS puts the kibosh on that. And Chrysalis, now in more of a world of hurt, is going to start to fall. Ethereal form for a bit longer. But in the end, it is going to be a dead ABBA. And hunting down Toby, hides off to the side. Ethereal form, no way to break in.
Do you know what's crazy? Is that he didn't have ulti as that sharpshooter was coming in. His ally died and gave him ulti from his facet.
Ame moves back, but no. Comes in, shuts down the captain, 33 to fall, and XG ready to run away with this game number 2.
Just, I mean, everything going their way. But, like, what more is it, you know? They jump in there. At first you think, like, oh, there's a heal. You know, maybe they can turn it with the shaker, but they just never find these opportunities. And just instant roshing. 0 chance of contest here. And yeah, this is where it starts, right? Like, on to BZM. What is the heal here? Is someone pass him a Lotus or something?
Yeah, it must have been. Regardless, you could see also the just swing that came in as soon as 33 burrow striked, and then the reaction of the BKB from Quap shut that stuff down completely. And I mean, now that you lose the fight like this, you get the Aegis ready to start going high ground. I mean, there's got to be some answers to it, but you don't have buyback. You don't want to buy back on Sand King.
Their spirit is broken like their base. I mean, that wasn't even a fight. It was just simply a massacre. The comms are quiet right now, you know?
And another tier 3 tower going to be hit.
They're TPing in with BZM. They're going to try something.
Does he have the range? The creeps are starting to walk forward, but Ame just backs away. Now the jump finds Chrysalis. BZM waiting for his moment, waiting. There's a fissure block. XXS is stuck.
He wants Ame, but he's just not coming in.
And the cookie, but there's the BKB reaction.
Look, Ame's just running.
A chance? Sonic Wave 33 can't chase now. No Blink Dagger available. XM, he's fine too, gets the blink out, and after just destroying that base, are gonna freely walk away. Full 2 sets of racks.
And they've still got Law, right? They're just walking out with this Aegis and only a single lane now to try and keep alive for Tundra. Their last hopes here in the upper bracket.
XG. If there were any questions about if this team was for real going into the main event, they have been answered at this point. They have looked so good. And now an Aghanim Scepter done for the Clinks. They're doing it with the weird heroes. You love it.
It's so much damage, man. The Burning Army comes out. It already is a lot of damage, but now that's safe damage the way he's been playing, right? He can just chuck this out.
Does also get increased hits to kill the skeleton archers when you pick up that Aghanim Scepter. So big range, drop it down, say come and fight us in this, which is even harder to do now because they're going to be breaking blink daggers of Sand King and Earthshaker.
Yeah, who've already struggled, of course, to try and find these plays in. But you know, he doesn't have buyback.
That's true.
So kill him twice, you won't have to kill him a third time. At least there's that.
Tundra. How many more tricks they have up their sleeves? Ame is there, channels ton of damage onto the Abba, and then he's forced to back away. I'm not sure what the right answer is at this point for them. They're down so much gold, and it feels like the fights have just not gone their way at all. And look at this. XM just blinks right into the middle of everybody here. They find Toby, and he is going to end up dying for his troubles.
And look at this. XM scouts the Amplify damage rune, too.
And there, Saksa dying. Woo, buddy.
All right, I've now seen an Outworld staff actually save someone.
It almost worked last game there. Oh, he went all in. He bought a refresher on Shaker. This is going to be a reveal. They jump in, Burrow Strike. Do they have enough control? Wanting to kill Ame. He's not dead. He's not going down. Ame Clink survives through it. He held on to his BKB that entire time, and now BZM is going to be the one that's caught instead. Still everybody from Tundra alive. Unfortunately, their base not so lucky.
No, that's mega creeps. And could you even want to go into this mess?
I mean, you've got to do something. You've got to find a way to punish, but the damage is just not there. And BZM so low. XXS jumps forward. There's the epicenter. It's hitting onto nobody. They do Burrow Strike though, and now it starts to click away slightly, but the damage is too much. Ame, he stands tall despite the early deaths, taking out hero after hero. Another Burrow Strike used, but look at the clinks. The skeleton man is doing way too much damage as they find a triple kill, looking for 4. Can they get it? Ame instead gets the nullifier out. There's another combination. Damage maybe? No, they're not gonna kill him. Ame is too damn strong. They take down 2 without buyback. GG is called. XG, they came to play.
The streak will continue for XG, undefeated in series.